Morning, Facebook friends. Yes, here we are on a beautiful sunny Wednesday morning here in Calgary, Alberta in Canada. And I am delighted to be completing, after several days break, my dissertation on Don Miguel Ruiz's 4 agreements. I was thinking about this and I realized that this agreement is really, truly what distinguishes average Joe from a true Shin Daoist. Average Joe goes along living their life, and they may embody a number of the Shin Dao qualities of living with love, of living with passion, of living from their heart, of being compassionate, of being kind, of being in service. Good morning, Rhonda. But this one is where a lot of people fall short. What is this agreement? Be impeccable with your word. Yes, this means integrity. Say what you mean and mean what you say. That's the bottom line of that message. If you say you're going to do something, then you do it and you follow through. Good morning, Patricia. Lovely to see you ladies here this morning. And I just realized, I think all that ever shows up is the first 2 people to log on. So good morning and thank you to everyone else who's joining, but whom I'm not actually seeing in this screen here. So good morning, love you, hello. Be impeccable with your word. Our words hold so much power and we treat them far too lightly. A Shin Daoist, one who lives the way of the heart, tends to pay more attention to their words. Not only the words they say out loud, but the words that are rolling around in their head. What really distinguishes the Shin Daoist from the average Joe is they notice, they're observant, they pay attention, they are the witness to their thinking, and they're careful about what words they use out loud, understanding the power of words. And I have to admit, even though I call myself a Shin Daoist, I am far from perfect in this arena, especially with those I love the most. It seems that it's easier with strangers to be careful with the words and to be impeccable, to really say what I mean and not use words lightly, but to really mean what I say. Yet my hubby, poor guy, he tends to get the least amount of big breath and think before I speak. So this is one big apology for a lifetime, more than 30 years, honey, I love you, more than 30 years of sometimes speaking before I think. I'm happy to report, though, as a Shin Daoist, I don't beat myself up for that. I recognize that this is what's happened in my life, and I did the best that I could with what I had at the time. And at this stage in my life, I have far more awareness. I use the practice of mindfulness more regularly as part of an everyday way of being. And so I'm much better. And I think you would agree. We have far fewer harsh words between us because we are more careful with watching what we say, with being impeccable with our word. It's something that takes vigilance and diligence. Again, these are qualities of a Shin Daoist. Someone who's willing to be diligent with their practice, willing to be diligent with paying attention, and be diligent with the process of being integrity. So, before it does turn into a real dissertation or a lecture, I really invite you to pay attention to the words that you're thinking and the words that you're saying. For words have power. You can make or break your own confidence. You can impact someone else more deeply than you can ever imagine with the words you utter. So choose your words carefully. Speak with impeccability. Really mean what you say. And I assure you, life will be more full and fulfilling, filled with more joy, more compassion, and more enthusiasm. That is what I would love to see. More enthusiasm, love, and joy in your life. So I wish you a beautiful day filled with the path of the Shin Dao, walking and speaking the way of being impeccable with your word. Mwah. Love you. Create a wonderful Wednesday. It won't end. What else am I supposed to say? I see you. Namaste.